We continue to follow a breaking news alert this morning out of South Moorhead. Moorhead police are investigating a situation surrounding a stolen car that crashed into multiple trees and then started on fire.
The Valley Today's Callie Hubbard joins us live from the scene of the crash with the latest details. Good morning, Callie.
Hi, good morning, Jordan and Lisa. Yeah, we're at the 1000th block of 32nd Avenue South by Belsey Park here in South Moorhead. Now, this is the aftermath of that stolen vehicle. Came right up here down the grass, crashing into this tree. I mean, look at this tree. But I want you to take a look at the one to your left. This is where the car ended up crashing into, this red car. We're going to get a little bit closer here, but yeah, as you can see, debris from this tree is scattered all throughout the grass here, and I want you to take a look at this video because you'll understand why. Now, the call came in just before 5 for a stolen vehicle that crashed into multiple trees in the area. We saw Moorhead police out here, the Minnesota State Patrol, the Clay County Sheriff was nearby, and I saw someone not too long ago. It was a male that was getting put in handcuffs and put in the back of a Moorhead police car. We do know that 2 people were injured, but they are expected to be okay. Yeah, just crazy video that we have captured for you guys. And once again, another look out here, just you can see all the debris going all the way out throughout the yard here. So stay with us. We are going to be giving you more updates throughout the morning.
And there were 2 people that were in the vehicle at the time of the crash, and the fire police are not saying who they were or if they have any charges that they're currently facing. So stay with us here as we get more information.
Dozens of people helped in an extensive ground search over the weekend for a missing 68-year-old man in Traverse County, Minnesota. Terry Lee McCoy was last seen at his home in Wheaton on Wednesday afternoon. His picture's up on your TV right now. Take a look. He's described as 6 feet tall, 250 pounds with gray hair and blue eyes.
Traverse County deputies say he may have a recent injury, and it's possible that he's walking around the area. Anyone with information about him is urged to call police.
9 minutes before 7. Let's get a check now of our First Alert Storm Team forecast for this Monday morning.
Good morning. It's looking pretty quiet out there this morning, and conditions today should remain on the quiet side as we take a look at our planner for today. Expect conditions to be cool. We're looking at high temperatures. This is around 5 o'clock. Into the 60s and low 70s. Fargo will have 73 degrees. So if you've got some outdoor plans, maybe just to hang out in the backyard, might need that extra layer, especially this morning. We're also going to see the potential for some passing afternoon and into evening showers. Those will be more likely up north, and maybe a rumble of thunder associated with those here for today. But overall, looking pretty quiet to start off your Monday, and cool. Here's a look at those temperatures I was talking about. A lot of us checking into the upper 40s, 48 degrees in Grand Forks, in Fosston, Baudette, Park Rapids, all at that number. Fargo is a little milder. We've had more cloud cover. We're at 56 degrees, and a little warmer yet down into Gwinner at 59 degrees. Wind is light out of the northwest. That northwesterly flow will just keep us on the cool side here today, as I mentioned. And here's a look at the radar and satellite map. We do have some clouds in the south and some starting to advance in from the north. You can see there's some showers with that too in the Winnipeg area, and that's going to be dropping southeastward. So Northern Valley, again, the focus. Those showers down in South Dakota moving away from us at this point in time. So that shouldn't have an impact on us here in the southern end of the valley. Here's your 7-day planner. We are, if you don't like this cool down, we're warming things back up for the second half of the week, back into the 80s, and some sunshine returns around the valley for Wednesday after a couple of days of these little shots of rain in the afternoon and evening hours. And then into Friday, more organized chances for rain and thunder coming up as we head into the weekend, with chances for thunder also on Sunday. Time now for traffic. Let's check in with the Valley Today's Devin Fry with traffic on the move.
Thanks, Lisa. We're finishing up our drive for this hour on I-29. We're heading south towards South Dakota. Now, overall, the roadways have been pretty wide open this morning, but they're now starting to build up. It's been a slow start on the roadways, to say the least, but as you can see up on the northbound lanes there, things are starting to build up a bit. Now, those lanes of I-29, of course, do have that lane closure in effect, and speeds are reduced, as you're about to see up here, to 40 miles an hour. So take that with a grain of salt. They're building up on those roadways. A lot of that might be because of the of the road work in effect there. But overall, it's been a pretty light morning. Things are just starting to build up. We expect it to get busier and busier as we get closer to the start of the workday. All the side roads we've been on haven't really had much of a traffic flow to speak of. There are, of course, more vehicles out than when we first started, but overall, nothing that's going to be causing any delays for your morning drive. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for right now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
8 Minnesota correction officers have filed discrimination charges against a detention center in St. Paul for keeping them away from the floor where Derek Chauvin is being held. The charges allege the men and 2 women officers were barred by supervisors from guarding or even being on the same floor as Chauvin when he was booked into the jail that they worked on May 29th. They claim their supervisor did this solely because of the color of their skin.
The officers, who wish to remain anonymous for fear of retaliation, say they were treated unfairly. They're asking for the removal of the superintendent, in-person diversity training for staff, and compensation for their emotional distress and lost earnings. The charges are expected to trigger an automatic state investigation.
Obviously, in the wake of the George Floyd killing and a national reckoning on race and police accountability and reform, the world was watching us. The nation's largest newspaper, I think their headline today was as protesters asked for change and legislatures went home in Minnesota. And that is not the headline I wanted to see.
Now, Governor Tim Walz shared this over the weekend after the legislature's special session on police reform ended without a deal. Senate Republicans reportedly would not budge on a proposal made by House Democrats.
The proposal included the state attorney general prosecuting police-involved deaths and restoring the right to vote for felons. Other ideas include banning chokeholds and requiring officers to intervene when excessive force is used. Though there is no deal now, lawmakers say they may try again at a later date. Legislators adjourned without passing a bonding bill as well. The governor called the lost opportunity absolutely unacceptable. Hundreds gathered in Fargo on Saturday calling for racial justice. Demonstrators gathered at Johnson Park near NDSU before marching for nearly 3 hours to the Cass County Courthouse.
Organizers shared a message of keeping those in power accountable. At the courthouse, organizers from One Fargo and Black Lives Matter shared their dissatisfaction with the communication with Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney. Now, we did reach out to Mayor Mahoney's office for comment, but we have not yet received a response.
Governor Doug Burgum has proclaimed tomorrow, June 23rd, as Silver Linings Day in North Dakota. The governor says it's a dedicated day to thank nursing home staff who have been on the front lines fighting COVID-19.
There are roughly 16,000 nursing home staff working at the 218 assisted living facilities across the state.
When our family can't be with us, we turn to the nursing home staff to be our family. We thank them every day of our lives, but to thank them with the support of the governor and his proclamation just makes this a bit more special because we have been through this together.
The name comes from nursing home staff being the silver lining during these challenging times. Just about 1,000 people were at the Medora musical on Saturday, and it was the first show of the summer.
Although the season is shorter than normal, the plan is to still offer about the same number of shows. Starting July 4th, there's actually going to be 2 shows a day. Also new at Medora this year, a bigger mini golf course. They've also added a new zip line, which is going to open in just a couple of weeks. Park officials say they have more planned. In their grand plan, they want to add a lazy river, splash pad, and a hiking trail. If you want to get more information about the park, including times for the musical, and get tickets, we have a link at valleynewslive.com. Just click on the hot button.
Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question: the average man will do this 8 times today. Meanwhile, the average woman will do this 60 times. What are we talking about?
We had a lot of great guesses this morning, but the answer is smile, not look in the mirror or touch our hair. I think those were the most popular guesses. I guess men don't look in the mirror quite as much as we do. But
That's a lie. They do. They just don't want to admit it. We're just as vain. But anyway, thanks for playing along. We'll have the question every day on our Facebook page. The 25th annual Fargo Blues Festival is still keeping its streak. The 2-day, 12-band blues explosion will be held at Newman Outdoor Field this August 7th and 8th.
3 headliners are expected each day, along with 40 food and beer booths. Of course, it's a popular event. We always get a couple thousand people who attend that event. Tickets for 2 days, $40, $33 for a one-day ticket. Event organizers say they are going to be adding some changes to add for social distancing rules and have some extra COVID-19 restrictions as well.
And
if you want, go ahead.
I was just going to say, for more information, you can find that online, or you can also find it on the VNL News app. I know a lot of people excited to get out and about and enjoy their summer. But anyway, thank you for joining us here this Monday morning on the Valley Today. The Today Show in CBS This Morning, that's just about to start. But the Valley Today, that continues on. We'll have more live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, enjoy our cooler temps today and have a safe Monday, everyone. Thanks for watching.